Hello, cheers for checking out this week's episode. So, Tamiya Dyna Storm. This is my dream Tamiya. So, I finally have one in my possession, and I am over the moon with this. I finally have one. So basically, this has come from a good friend of mine. So we did a deal over the weekend at the Euromasters. So that is why I no longer own a Yokomo 870C. But I had to pull the trigger on this because these don't come up very often, especially in what I would say is in good condition. So I don't know if the body shell is properly box art. I know you experts out there will be able to tell me. Missing a bearing, but I'm going to be getting all the bearings replaced throughout, stripping it down, giving it a good clean, and we are also going to be upgrading this because this is going to be getting raced. So this is going to be my entry for the Lakeland Classic. So I got into the 89-93 category. So Triggers Broom, trusty old Cougar, was going to get run. But yeah, it'll still be going as my backup car, but this will be the main runner. This is what I want to run. We're running on a grass track, which is what these cars were designed for. So yeah, I had to get one of these. No oil in the shocks, but doesn't matter. It's all there. It's all complete. So there are obviously no screws holding that in. That's not an issue. The spur gear, I want to know if there's anything I can do with the spur gear, because obviously the pitch on that, I don't have any opinions for. I've got one that came with it. That one, 23 tooth. So I've got one I can use so I can get it running initially. If I do struggle, I'll just have to find some of the pinions. I'm pretty sure they'll be out there. But that's it. Absolutely gorgeous, stunning, love it. So underneath the body, and this is pretty much the first time I've looked at this properly. I know when you buy a car you should give it a good once over, but no, not me. It was just like, yeah, I'll have it. So I've had a Super Astute, and obviously I think this was after the Super Astute. I'm not totally clued up on my Tamiyas. So we've got all the, I think it's FRP. Got your main chassis, you've got your plastic pods up on the side, all the shock towers FRP, little platform there to put your ESC on. But yeah, I absolutely love this. So the chassis itself isn't too bad. There's some just on the back. Don't know if it's showing up, but yeah, there are some marks. These will probably wipe off, to be honest, most of it. But I am tempted to get a carbon chassis, top deck, front and rear shock towers. The shock towers I'll probably definitely get just in case I do break them. I'd rather break an aftermarket one than an original one. The shocks, I may run different shocks just because it'll give me more options on tuning for the springs and everything. I'll have to see as it goes on. But I've already ordered a load of alloy parts from Custom RC. So they've been ordered today. I don't know when they're going to be with us, but that's when I'll be going through the car, getting it all down. But it's parts like, so the front bulkhead replaces all that part. C-hubs, the little support just in the back there that holds the gearbox to the rear bulkhead. And there were some other little bits. I think this little plastic part on the top there, that's another part. But yeah, I can't remember exactly what I've ordered, but basically I've ordered the full kit that he does, and I've ordered it in TRF blue. I don't own a TRF car. Sorry, I do own a TRF car, but it's a 201 Vega. And I just thought, I need some at TRF in my life. So I've got a body shell and wing on its way from Penguin. That's going to be getting sent off, and I'm going to go for a TRF style paint job on it. or like I say, all the alloy parts have been ordered in the TRF blue. I may give a shout out to Nick Walker and get all these bits made in carbon. It'll depend on price. Depends how much it's all going to cost. I mean, it's already cost me a lot of money, this car, but it's one that hopefully is going to be worth it. But the shock towers, I think I'm definitely going to get aftermarket. I'll have to see. Screw kit, I'm probably going to replace the screws with hex and go from there. But anything that I do replace, I'll be keeping these original. So the turnbuckles, I really do like these. These are nice. I'm going to get some Schumacher ones and ball ends, purely for the fact that I don't want to end up breaking something on an original car, because I can always put this back to an original car at the end of the Lakeland Classic if need be. But yeah, love it. So the first mods that I've got that have come, these are from LB RC, Lee Broadhurst Racing Components. These are what he runs on his Astute. So we've got some, I think it's Derlin, but front and rear arms. So these are what he runs on his Super Astute that him and Jamie Booth run at the vintage events. So I picked some of these up yesterday, seeing as he was there and he had them in the stock. So I'm not going to be breaking an original arm, and I don't think I'm going to be breaking these. I've seen how those boys drive. So yeah, hopefully I don't end up breaking one. So these will be going on. Definitely carbon shock towers. I'll look at all the other parts. I'll have to wait till I've spoke to Nick, see what the costing's going to be. And then, yeah, custom RC, he's getting the alloy bits all sent out. So as soon as it all arrives, I'll be going through this. I'm not going to touch it now. I really want to start stripping it down and going through it, but I'm going to wait till I've got absolutely everything, because I end up doing that and then I have to put everything in a box and then bits get lost and everything. So yeah, we've got the arms, they're here. I could fit them on, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to wait. I'm actually going to wait for once. So yeah, front and rear arms, carbon, maybe different shocks. Wheels, I need some wheels. So if anyone knows what wheels will fit the Dyna Storm, that will keep it to its correct offset, because obviously it has to fit in the box. So I can't be having wheels that are going to stick out too far, because if it goes over the 250mm, it's not going to fit in the box, and then I'm not going to be able to race it. But absolutely over the moon with this, and hopefully the body shell looks good. I don't know if it's going to look good with a TRF paint job. I've seen a lot of Glenn's, so Glenn, you're the big inspiration for going for the TRF route on this. You and Keith with your TRF collection. I do love that body shell style. So as soon as it arrives, all the bits come. I'll be doing a full strip and rebuild and going through and building what I consider my dream Tamiya and doing the dream build on it, as far as I'm concerned. So cheers for watching. Hope you've all had a good weekend, and if you're interested in what happened at Euromasters, there'll be a video out next weekend, hopefully. And then, yeah, cheers for checking by, and we'll see you soon. Take care, guys.